name is Achievers International Public School, Tsunami, India, student of grade 8 Brain Punch. So now I'm here to explain you all about the tsunami. So here is the picture of the tsunami. So firstly, let us know what is tsunami. What is a tsunami? A tsunami is a series of ocean waves caused by the displacement of a large amount of water, often as a result of earthquakes, landslides, and as well as the volcanic eruptions. Tsunami can also be triggered by the meteorite impacts or the human activities such as mining or construction. Have you ever wondered how a tsunami occurs? Yes, most of the tsunamis can be caused by the large earthquakes that is below or near the ocean floor. There are 4 points. Let us know one by one. First point. Here you can observe this point now. Yes, what you have observed, it is a plate shifts abruptly causing an earthquake and displacing the water. Then second point. Waves, here you can see that the waves are generated and the water is moved in all the directions across the sea, some traveling as fast as 600 mph. Then third point. Here you can observe this third point now. Here you can see that as waves enter the shallow water, they are compressed, then their speed is low and build the height. Okay, fourth point. Here you can see that the waves increases and associated currents intensity and as well as become a threat to life and property. Okay, mechanism. How a tsunami occurs. So let us know how a tsunami occurs. Here in this picture, observe this point now. Here you can see that the earthquake rocks the ocean floor. And observe the same point in this picture now. Here you can see that displaces volume of water, pushing it up. The water gets pushed up. Then observe this point in the next picture. Yes, here you can see that the sets of an oscillation which develops the underwater get speed. Then observe this point here. Yes, here you can see that the seawater is sucked back from the shore. Then coming to the last point, observe this point here. Firstly, here the seawater was sucked back from the shore, right? So now let's observe this point. Here you can see that the waves are getting bigger and as the water gets shallow. Then deadly walls of water. Tsunami waves travel rapidly in the deep ocean, but their destructive power comes from the towering height. And attain they approach the coast. Here is the coast. Okay, cause of tsunami. There are, as I have already said, the tsunami can occur due to the earthquake, landslide, volcanic eruption, and as well as the meteorite impacts. So firstly, let us know one by one. Earthquakes. Tsunamis are often triggered by the earthquakes that occur under the ocean. Then, especially those with a magnitude of 7.0 or higher. So, before last week, the tsunami had hit the coast of Russia and Japan and the magnitude was 7.5 higher. Then landslides. Landslides and water can also trigger the tsunamis. Volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions also trigger the tsunami. Meteorite impacts. These are rare and tsunami can also be triggered by the meteorite impacts. Okay. What could cause a tsunami? As I have already said, in these 4 cases, the tsunami occurs. That is earthquake, underwater slides, meteorite impacts, and as well as volcanic activities. Here you can see that the earthquakes took place under this ocean, then underwater landslide, and as well as the meteorite impacts and the volcanic activities under the sea. Okay, characteristics of tsunami. There are 3 characteristics of tsunamis: wavelength, speed, and height. Firstly, let us know the wavelength. Tsunami have a very long wavelength, often hundreds of kilometers. Then speed. Tsunami can travel at the speed of 500 miles per hour. Height. Tsunami waves can reach the height over 30 meters or 100 feet. I think you have already seen the coconut trees. It is 50 feet or higher than 50 feet. Just imagine that these tsunami waves can overtake these coconut trees. Okay, effects of tsunamis. Destruction, loss of life, displacement, and as well as the environmental damage. Okay, destruction. Tsunami can cause the widespread destruction of coastal communities and as well as in the infrastructure. Loss of life. Tsunamis can result in significant loss of life. Many people lost their life in the tsunami. Displacement. Tsunami can displace people and cause the long-term social and economical dispersion. Then environmental damage. Tsunami can cause the environmental damage including salt water intrusion into freshwater sources and damage the ecosystem. Yes. Effects of forces. As I have already said in the last topic, here are the pictures. In this picture, you can see that the tsunami hits the coastal areas and the people are losing their life. And in this picture, you can see the displacement of an object. Observe this picture. You can see that the houses of people have been destroyed. And in this picture, you can see the environmental destruction. Yes, warning signs and preparedness. It is very important and necessary. Sudden ocean withdrawal. A sudden ocean withdrawal of ocean can be a warning sign of the tsunami. Then loud roar. A loud roar or hissing sound can also be a warning sign for tsunamis. Then early warning system. Early warning system can detect the tsunami and provide the critical minutes or hours for evacuation. Evacuation plans. Having evacuation plans in places can help save lives of people. Ways to prepare for tsunamis. There are 4 ways to prepare for tsunamis. So let's know one by one. Know evacuation routes that will get you to a location at least 100 feet high and a 1 mile inland. Then create a family communication plan and get earthquake and flood insurance and as well as sign up for alerts and warnings. Mitigation and responses. Sea walls and coastal defense, evacuation drills, disaster response planning and as well as community education. So let's know one by one. Sea walls and coastal defense. Sea walls and coastal defense can help mitigate an impact of tsunamis. Then evacuation drills. Regular evacuation drills can help communities prepare for tsunami. Then disaster response planning. Having disaster response plans in places can help in emergency react quickly and effectively. Then community education. Educating communities or the coastal area peoples about tsunami risks and warning signs can help save lives of their families and as well as themselves. Okay. Disaster management for tsunami. As I have already said, there are 4 types of disaster management for tsunamis. That is mitigation, preparedness, response and recovery. So let's know about the mitigation first. It is retaining walls or legislation or policy intervention that prevents construction in high areas.